Obviously, when it comes to school, there's certain things that you need to bring, like certain school essentials like pens, papers, notebooks, binders, everything like that, you already know. But there are certain things that I personally like to bring every single day to school, so that way it makes my life a little bit easier. And today I'm going to be showing you exactly that. I'm going to be going over exactly what's in my school bag. I'm going to be explaining why I carry it and why I think you should as well. So first of all, let's just talk about the actual bag itself. This is a leather bag that I picked up from Coach. I've said it in the past, but I really do like the way leather backpacks look. Some people don't even realize that a backpack is definitely a part of your outfit. It's an accessory that you carry, so it just makes sense to have a really nice backpack so that way you can bring with you. Now the one that I got is from Coach. This is actually the first, I guess, designer piece that I've ever gotten in my life, and I do not regret it whatsoever. I've been using it a lot, and like I said, it's a part of my outfit, so it's a nice little accessory that's going to upgrade my outfits. And most people just settle with the normal backpacks that everybody else has, so if you want a nice backpack that's going to make you stand out, I definitely recommend the one that I have right now. So I guess for right now, we're just going to be going from the top up. So the top is going to be obviously where I keep the more big things. So the first thing that I have is going to be my MacBook. Again, this is something that I just recently picked up, and it's something that I definitely recommend. I usually have my PC in the background, but I've always been more of a PC person rather than Apple MacBooks. But once I picked this up for the first time, I honestly can't decide which one I like better. But that's pretty much it from the top, because like I said, you know, other than that, I usually keep my notebooks, which is kind of boring. Everyone has to carry that, but like I said, right now we're mostly going to be focusing on the little things. So aside from all the essential things that you need, here are all the things that I carry that, like I said, makes my life a lot easier. So the first thing that I carry is going to be a little tub of Vaseline, which is something that I have been recommending for so long because I personally just don't like chapstick. I don't like any of those other brands. For me, Vaseline has definitely been my favorite one, and I have always kept a little tub with me since I was probably around 14 years old, so when I first started high school. So some time has definitely passed, and Vaseline has definitely been in my backpack no matter which year it has been. The only thing I do recommend with Vaseline is don't use a lot, because when you use a lot, it ends up looking like lip gloss, so I personally would try to avoid that. Just a little amount goes a long way. Anyways, the next thing that I always carry with me is going to be another stick of deodorant, because some days I'll go through my morning, and then once I'm in the car, or even worse, once I'm already at school, I would completely forget that I completely forgot to use some deodorant. So that's why I always try to carry an extra stick with me. Now, as far as the actual deodorant goes, I have gotten a lot of questions of which deodorant do I use and why, and the one that I use is going to be from Harry's. There's no specific reason why I use this one opposed to any other ones. I just found this one day and I decided to stick with it. So yeah, this and pretty much everything that I carry and I'm going to be recommending to you, everything's going to be linked in the description, so that way if I say something that kind of makes sense to you and you want to start using it for yourself every single day, the links are going to be in the description, so that way you can pick it up for yourself. The next thing that I always carry is going to be a lint roller. Now this is because I have said it in the past, and lint or anything that's on your clothes can definitely ruin your outfit. No matter how nice of a shirt or jacket or whatever you have on, if it's linty, it doesn't look as nice as it's supposed to. Now me personally, I live with dogs, so their hair is always on me. Some days I try to shake it off and I feel like I did, but once I get to school, I do notice that I still have dog hair on me, I still have lint on me, whatever the case is. If you have a lint roller with you at all times, you're going to be fine. So the next thing that I carry, these are probably going to be even smaller from the things that I previously mentioned. This is something that I recommend to everybody that I promise you no one else really uses. I have no idea the actual name of it. I'm just gonna call it a portable sunglass case. I guess that's the name of it. Pretty much you just unfold this really quick and then you kind of stick out the sides, and just like that you have a case for your sunglasses, just in case you did bring sunglasses to school and you have no idea where to put them. This is definitely going to be something that you need. Now pretty much, for example, I always forget to bring my cases when it comes to sunglasses. So let's say I have these on. If I'm wearing them to school, I'm wearing them to class, whatever the case is, and I do not have the case with me, I just left it at home like that. To me, I really don't like to set them just anywhere because I'm a very irresponsible person and I would honestly end up losing them, or I don't want to leave them in my bag just for them to get crushed. So all I would have to do is unfold this, again, stick out the sides, fold up my sunglasses, put them inside, and just like that I have a case for them, and it's honestly pretty durable. It doesn't end up folding on its own, so it's not a bad pickup. This one I just found on Amazon. I randomly came across it one day. I decided to pick them up. I've had this one for about a year and a half now, so it's lasted me some time. They are pretty cheap, and again, something that most people don't even realize that they need. Anyways, the next thing that I always carry with me is going to be some AirPods. This one I usually leave in my pocket, but sometimes I'll leave it in my bag. But I've said it in the past before that, especially when it comes to school, when I'm walking through my classes, I'm not really that that much of a talkative person, so one thing that I really like to do is put in my earphones and not say a single word. Me personally, I think music is really important. It's always kind of helped me decide which kind of mood I'm in. So that's why it kind of makes sense that you need a nice pair of earphones. I personally like the AirPod Pros. I like the fact that it has noise cancellation. I like the fact that it has transparency mode. So if you never had a pair of AirPod Pros in the past, I definitely recommend it because I use these multiple times throughout the day, whether it's at school, whether it's at the gym. I'm personally not a fan of the wires, but again, as long as you have some type of earphones, I think you'll be okay. The next thing that I'm going to be carrying is going to be some gum. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. Just in case you feel like your breath stinks, if you forgot to brush your teeth, whatever the case is, some gum is definitely going to help you out. I personally like to go with the sugar-free gum. Now I know some people that are really picky with their brands of gum for some reason. I just kind of get whatever the first one that I see, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Either way, I think it's always a good idea to carry gum with you, especially in your bag. The next thing that I always carry with me is going to be an extra iPhone charger. Now again, I'm a pretty lazy person. I'm a really irresponsible person. So sometimes I'll leave the house and I'll realize my phone is nearly dead. So a quick simple fix is always going to be carrying an extra charger with you. So that way you could either plug it into the wall, you can plug it into your computer. Now I know some people who like to carry portable chargers. Again, you could definitely pick that up. I've never actually had one myself. I've always borrowed other people's. But an extra iPhone charger has definitely helped me out. I definitely recommend that you pick one up for yourself as well. Pretty much everything on the list I definitely recommend that you pick up because these are things that I use on a daily basis. They're really little things that can go such a long way. And I've said in my past videos that little things in men's fashion go a long way. But now that I come to think about it, it's not just men's fashion. Anything in your day-to-day, in your entire lifestyle, the little things really do go a long way. So just in general. So that's why I definitely recommend everything that I just mentioned. Of course, there are a few things that I can't remember off the top of my head, but if you do think of something, let me know. Make sure to leave it down in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree. And if you like this video, make sure to leave a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'm going to leave you a button to do that right here. And if you want to watch more videos right away, here are a few that I think could really help you out. But anyways, other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day and I'll see you in the next video. Later.